Jacob Soboroff in New York City with our AMCnews.com coverage of the new film Conviction.
Kenneth Waters, you're under arrest for the murder of Katerina Brown.
Are you out of your mind?
It's the true story of Betty Ann Waters, a Massachusetts woman who dedicated 18 years of her life attempting to free her brother, who was serving a life sentence for a murder she believed he didn't commit.
We'll get you out, Kenny! You hear me?
Last month at the Toronto Film Festival, I sat down with director Tony Goldwyn and Waters herself to talk about her incredible journey.
It's been a long haul, right? To get here.
9 years.
9 years for me, a few more for Betty Ann.
It's gonna take a long time, Kenny, a really long time. And I mean, I might be 80 years old before I finally become a lawyer. And even then, I still don't know if I'm gonna find the answers.
What'd you think, Betty Ann, about making a movie out of this story? You already spent 20 years fighting to get your brother freed from prison.
I wasn't thinking about a movie at all. I was just thinking about getting him free. He was free, and all of a sudden, the movie people were calling. And I'm like, what?
This woman actually went to law school to save her brother.
He's our only client.
My baby sister passed the bar! I understand, but you have to sit down. So proud of you.
You became a lawyer. You literally committed yourself to the cause of becoming a lawyer to get your brother out because you felt you knew he was innocent.
I know.
Yeah.
I absolutely know. I became a lawyer because I felt that was the only way to prove his innocence. It's very hard to prove someone innocent when they're in prison. When they're already convicted, it's so hard to reverse that conviction. You can show somebody evidence right there in front of you. You can't reverse it because a conviction needs to stand the way it stands. So I knew I had to become a lawyer to try to find some way.
DAs don't like to admit they put an innocent person in prison.
I did not come this far after all this time.
When you sat down for the first time and you saw this film, what went through your head?
Oh my God, they captured our life.
You gotta move on. It's over, honey.
I'm never getting out of here.
Right, the whole time. It was pretty strange. That's all I can say.
Tony, did you get to meet Kenny?
No, I never did. Kenny passed away 6 months after he got out.
Kenny would have been so proud of this movie. And I have to say, I have to talk about Andy Karsh right now.
Our producer.
Our producer, because Andy Karsh did meet Kenny. We had lunch together, and it was always about Betty Ann, Betty Ann, Betty Ann. I was like, oh, I was never really comfortable with that. It was always about, well, how about Kenny? He's the one who spent the 18 years in prison. And Kenny always got like, it's you, Betty Ann, but Andy got, you know what, Kenny, you are not just a character in prison. You have your own character. And he wanted to make sure that was portrayed, and Tony did a fabulous job of that.
What's going on?
I'm picking you up.
You picking me up? Oh, I love you. Look at my sis. Isn't she beautiful?
No.
Here she is to save the day.
So you felt like Sam Rockwell got Kenny.
He definitely got Kenny. I can't believe how well he got Kenny.
Might have some more questions for you.
There goes my trip to Aruba. Okay. So long, gentlemen.
I have to say, having seen the movie and hearing your voice, Hilary Swank nailed it.
She
I
does.
know it, I know it, I know it.
Okay. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't really have time for a friend right now.
Hillary would just start imitating Betty Ann when we were all
Is that
together.
how she did it? How did she do it? How did she get your voice so
Well,
perfect?
She had her dialect coach come to my house, and he'd take me for 2 hours. And later, Tony told me that, you know what she's listening to right now? Like she has in her ear. I'm like, what? She goes, you, that 2-hour interview.
Yeah, and every month or so, our dialect coach would send me, an email going, listen to this, and I'd get a chunk, and I'd think, that's Betty Ann, oh my God.
But you just have to promise me that you won't ever try to kill yourself ever again.
Okay.
What really affected me about the story was the love between Betty Ann and Kenny. Sibling bond is so deep and so powerful, and the one that they had, all of us crave in our lives to connect to another person that way.
I love you, Kenny.
Love you. Love you.
For more exclusive video, log on to AMCnews.com.